everyone, welcome to the review of the final round, round 20, and the preview of this week's two finals. Season is over with the fifth and final spot being decided by just a couple of points coming down to the last game of the season. It was a big week for full forwards as well. So let's get the review of this week's the season's exciting finish. And we'll try to go a little bit quicker today as there's a few games really to go through. So only a couple games counted. So let's get to it.
Lock it in. Sets for lives. It's time to win. Footywired. 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 Footywired.
All right, the first game is the cellar dwellers in Punters Paddock versus Maltese Falcons. One has never won the competition before, being Punters Paddock, and the other one has won it 4 times, being Maltese Falcons. Last year, these two teams finished second and third, so effectively, this was a free season for them since last year's prize money did cover this season's cover charge pretty much, or this season's entry. It was Punters who got the win, 443 to 322, and making the 4-time champ, who was fourth for points for, mind you, finished bottom this year. Clear and obvious standout here was Jeremy Cameron. He got 111, kicked 11 goals, 11 goals, 2, whatever he kicked. He was at full forward. Ed Richards as a half forward, he got 52, and Dawson as a utility got 90 and a half. For the Falcons, Tex got 41 at full forward. Hewitt as a tackler got 40. And as a halfback was Nick Blakey. Optimised lineup here really sees Baker, Liam Baker from the West Coast comes into utility for Falcons, and not too much change for Punters Paddock here. That was probably the clear standout here, the clear omission. So let's go to the game 2, which is El Diablos, who played Sugar Daddies. Both teams, they've secured a spot with the finals. El Diablos will be playing the qualifying final next week. Sugar Daddies, they'll be playing the elimination final as they look to defend their title from last season. They've paid for this year's entry as well, pretty much. So everyone else, trying to pay. Anyway, it was Sugar Daddies getting the win here, 367 to 334. A nice little hit up leading to the finals. El Diablos, their best performer was Dunkley for 2 weeks in a row, or 3 weeks in a row as a tackler, has got a high score. He got 66 last week. Keys got 46 to the full forward, and McCluggage as a utility got 90. As for Sugar Daddies, their best, surprise, should I say, Rao got 71 as a tackler. Haven't read his name out this year. Stringer, he got 38 as a full forward, and 54 was Himmelberg as a halfback. Optimised lineups here, reverse results. El Diablos would have got the win had they played their best side. Long and Park will come in for El Diablos, whereas Sugar Daddies, Raul will go to the utility with his massive utility score this week, and Ainsworth will come in as well. So, game 3, Gators bitches, who, like El Diablos, will play in the qualifying final next week. A win will get them second if El Diablos lost, and they played second Destroy, who really playing for pride. Last week got their highest score of the season, and they were looking to not finish bottom of the ladder this year. Well, they did it, as they got 425, and they won their game. As Gators bitches only got 410. Not sure I say only, still a big score. Gators played well, but they just weren't good enough. And they were led by Norton, who got 75 as a full forward. Lockie Neal was just as good in the midfield. He got 70, and Butters got 99 as a utility. For second Destroy, who has been electric to end this season, and they lift themselves off the bottom of the ladder with Dacos, who's just been as electrifying. He's short up the Brownlow medal, no doubt. He got 121.5 as utility. Gorn as a ruck got 53, and Gunston as a half forward got 47. Optimised lineup here sees Gators reversing the result With Peatland getting moved to the utility, Track would come in as would Andrews. Whereas for second destroy, they bring in Zerha as probably one of the few only changes to the optimised lineup. Now, the game at Nazis. Alright, Renegades versus Bombers. A win for either team will get them into the finals with Ranga's loss, as we discussed in last week's show. Remembering, Rangers do play the Gods top of the ladder, so tough opposition for them. This was a high-scoring thriller. It came down to the last game of the round, with Bombers having players in that game. The game sees Bombers Forever get the win, defeating Renegades 432.5 to 408. Renegades, they had a good performance and a good show. 408 is a pretty good score. They had good performances from their old big nose himself, Bailey Smith. He got 111 as utility. Warple as a tackler got 43, and Hogan as a full forward got 41. For the Bombers, they're dog boys. They came through big time here. Darcy as a full forward got 74. Bont, awesome again, 116.5 as utility. And Witts in the ruck got 50. Optimised lineup here, Higgins and Sicily were coming for Renegades, whereas Bombers will bring in Thrill Seeker and Ashcroft. Bombers, now they need to wait for Rangers to see what their score will be, hoping for a Rangers loss. Big if the Gods and the Rangers are the match of the round, so let's get to it.
Footywired, match of the round. Footywired, match of the round. Yeah.
For Rangers, it's simple. Win and you're in. Gods just want to stay in form. Leading to the finals, they've lost 3 out of the last 6. They really don't want another loss here, although they've still been getting high scores. The results here sees Rangers hold on to 5th spot. The score here was Rangers 392, defeating Gods 391.5. Naz couldn't quite get the job done for the Gods and the Bombers, really. He tried though. We'll have a look at the best lineups here. Naz, obviously, as a halfback, he got a very good score. I've lost my script's gone. I can't see it. I've lost it. Luckily, technology. I sent it to Michael before. Here we go. All right, thank you. Now I'll read off my script. Sorry, everyone. I'm stuffed up here. Gods were led by Naz, who got 62 as a halfback. Jordan in the ruck was sweet. Get Jordan sweet. He got 49, and Dacos as a half forward got 43. Rangers boys who got the job done were Vlosten, who, despite my check's best efforts to knock him out for Bombers Forever, because he was about an inch away from getting concussed, and that means Bombers Forever would have lost. And then this contest would not... Sorry, Rangers would have lost, and Bombers Forever would have got in. Anyway, he got 77 as a halfback. What else was there? Riley O'Brien, big Ranger Riley, he got 51 as a ruck, and Anderson as utility got 55. Sorry about that, guys. Just some reason my script got cut. Anyway, let's get to it. Optimised lineup, Naz would have gone to utility because he got 4 goals, whatever he got. Rivers would have come in as well. For Rangers, he hit the 500 mark in the optimised lineup. Saligo would have come in, as would Viney. They got 2 massive scores as well. So, have a look at the team of the week. Now, this has to be a record. 685. Cameron, full forward, 111. Naz as a half forward got 68. Rao, 133 utility. Gorn in the ruck got 53. Smith as a midfielder got 87, while Dacos got 77 as a follower. Boston 77 as a halfback. Viney 79 as a tackler. So big team of the week score there. Final ladder. Top 5 didn't change since round 16 or whatever it was. So well done to the minor premiers in Gods of Olympus. El Diablos, despite their best effort to try to lose second, they finished second, and Gators third, who choked in that pursuit for second. Sugar Daddies finished 4th. They'll play Rangers, who finished 5th. Bombers Forever got 6th. Second Destroy got 7th. so they moved up from the bottom of the ladder. Renegades dropped down to 8th, Punters 9th, and Falcons are our wooden spooners this year. What a fall from grace for the once almighty Maltese Falcons. Anyway, Gods were the highest scoring team of the year. Sugar Daddies were the lowest scoring team of the year, and they made the finals, they did. So it just shows you just get the results in the right day. 3 of the 5 highest scoring teams actually didn't make the finals this year. That was Bombers, Falcons, and Seek and Destroy. So let's have a look at next week. Next week, first of all, we are going to have our inaugural Footywired squad of 20, which will end up getting cut down to the Footywired team of the year. So look out for that exciting stuff. Anyway, now the preview. Qualifying final, El Diablos play Gators Bitches. The Devil Cocks welcome the Gators to the hen house, and the Roosters will be all out to protect their home turf. These two teams are on opposite ends of the form ladder here, but as we know, form means nothing. It depends on who players play what. Clearly, our players full forward can't play Essendon every week, or North, whatever it might be. El Diablos, they have set their lineup already, with Amon looking like being the loophole player playing Friday nights. It is only Wednesday, so this could change because that Ben King's pretty unlucky to miss out. He's playing the Tigers, but he has got Ned Long in that position at the moment. But yeah, we'll see what happens with that one. For the Gators, they will be hoping that Laddams does not get a run this week. Otherwise, they have got no option for a loophole. If they do have that option, Ash is a good choice to play Thursday night. Newcomb and Moore play Friday. They're pretty good options as well. I'm leaning towards Track on Saturday, who plays the Eagles as well. Once Gordon plays Bombers, I think that's pretty late. So don't really know what I'm going to do, but I've done that all season, haven't I? Let's have a look next game. It's the elimination final. Sugar Daddies, welcome to Rangers to the grooming house. And I'm saying that because I thought, where does Sugar Daddies go? What's Devil Cocks have got the hen house, the Gators got the swamp, all that kind of stuff. God's got the clouds, whatever it might be. I actually looked it up, Sugar Daddies. There's actually a dating app called sugardaddies.com, so if anyone wants to jump on, go for it. Anyway, this is what the dictionary says. A wealthy man who spends freely on a younger person, generally a woman or a gay man, in return for companionship or sexual intimacy. So look out, Rangers. Kenna, be careful this week, mate. Anyway, Sugar Daddies have got Dale as a loop for Thursday night. Besides that, the team is pretty similar to last week. Rangers, well, we know he hasn't done his side yet because he never does it to the last minute. They have lost Kelly during the week. Taranto is a test. The going may be back. Their options for loopholes now being the fact that they've got no one injured or not playing after Saturday twilight game. Their only rural options are Saligo playing Friday night or Viney playing the early game Saturday. Probably not the best option because he probably wouldn't have enough time to do his team to change it if Viney plays well. Anyway, that's this week's preview and review. Thank you very much, everyone. Good luck to the 4 teams or the 5 teams in the finals and the 4 sides playing this week. See you.
It's time to win. Footywired!